Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So we're going to start with grade 9 maths. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to select math from the subject tab, then scroll down to grade 9, then click on your lessons and we're going to start with chapter that is probability. So we'll start with chapter 10 that is probability, and the lesson we're going to start with is identify independent and dependent events. Identify independent and dependent events. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil before starting with the lesson. Got it? Let's start with identify independent and dependent events. Okay, let me. Okay, identify. Okay, let's start with example. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down important points. So let's start with identify dependent and independent variables. Okay, so the first example is first of all, you need to see what are dependent and independent variables. Please note down the example definitions. The two events are independent. Two events are independent if the outcome of the first event if the outcome of the first event does not affect the first event does not affect the outcome of the second event. That means the events are independent because the outcome of the first does not affect the outcome of the second one. Got it? And then dependent, the two events are dependent if events are dependent if the outcome of the first event if the outcome of the first event is first event can affect the outcome of the second one, can affect the outcome of the second event. Got it? That would be if they affect the outcome of first event can affect the outcome of the second one, that means they are dependent. Got it? So let's start with examples. Okay, dependent and independent events. Okay, just look at the first example. Seth and Braden get haircuts from the same stylist. Seth calls before lunch to book one of the open appointment times. After lunch, Braden calls and chooses from among the remaining appointments. Are these two events dependent or independent? They are dependent. Got it? Because the appointment time Seth picks affect which appointment are left for Braden to pick. Because Seth selects the appointment time first. Got it? Now, Braden have to select the appointment time from the rest of the time. Got it? Not the one that he selected. So that means the outcome of the first event is affects the outcome of the second event. So that means they are dependent. Got it? Okay. The next one is Kenny picks a marble at random, put its back, and then picks another marble at random. So are they dependent or independent? They are independent. Got it? Because he picks at random and then put back again. And then again he pick another one. So that means the events are independent of each other. Got it? Okay, Dina and Trevor see a play together and pick seats in the theater. Did Dina picks first, then Trevor picks the seat? Are these two events dependent or independent? They are dependent. Got it? Because Dina picks first. Now Trevor does not select the one that Dina picks. Got it? He needs to select the rest of the seats. So it is dependent. Got it? Okay, let's start with the test questions. Okay, Steve calls a bakery and orders a custom cake with a certain design. Later that cake, Bryce called to order a custom cake. So are these events dependent or independent? The events are independent because they both selected their own cake. Got it? Their outcomes doesn't dependent on each other. They are independent. Got it? Okay, Laura pulls a coin out of her pocket and places it to the table. Then she reaches back into her pocket and takes out a second coin. Are these two events dependent or independent? They are dependent. Got it? Because the one coin she selected first and then she selected another coin. So the one she selected earlier did not select it again. That means they are dependent. Got it? Okay, Kenny picks a marble at random, puts it back, and then picks again marble at random. Are these two events dependent or independent? They are independent. Why? Because he selected one at random and then put back. So it is the chance that you can select the one that you selected earlier again. Got it? So that means their um, outcomes doesn't dependent on each other. So they are independent. They does not affect each other. So it is independent. Got it? Okay, Ella picks a marble at random without putting the first marble back. She picks a second marble at random. Are these two events dependent or independent? They are they are dependent because she selected one at random, then without putting back. That means the one you selected, you cannot select that one again. Got it? That means they are dependent variables. They are dependent events. Got it? Okay, the next one is Garrett is making a beaded necklace and plans to use each bead color once. Garrett selects a red bead and then reaches to another color. Are these events dependent or independent? They are dependent because the one he selected earlier cannot be selected again. Got it? So that means their e- outcomes are dependent on each other. Okay. In a card game, Wilson picks a card from a deck but does not put it back into the deck. Afterward, John picks a card from the deck. Are these two events dependent or independent? They are dependent because Wilson picks a card earlier and he doesn't put back. That means for the John, now the total outcomes are one less because one card is already selected. So it is, they are dependent. Got it? In history class, Kim has to select a historical figure to dress up as. Then Richard will select one, two. They are not repeat. There are no repeats allowed. Are these two events dependent or independent? They are dependent. Got it? Because they don't have to repeat the ones. So if one of them is selected by the Kim, now Richard have to select the other one, not the one Kim selected. Got it? So they are dependent. Okay, so you can complete the test by yourself later today. I'm just moving on to the next topic. If you need more help with the topic, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? Let's start with the next topic, that is theoretical probability. Let's start with the next one, theoretical probability. Okay, you spin the spinner once. What is probability, prime or factor of 70? Simplify your answer. Okay, so you have to look for the number that is prime or factor of 70. Got it? The numbers on the spinner are 4, 6, and 5. So, which number is a prime out of 4, 5, 6? Just 5 is a prime. And which number is a factor of 70? 5 is a factor of 70. Got it? So, the prime fact the so the probability of getting prime or factor of 70 is just one because you have just one number. 5 out of all three numbers that is the prime and also the factor of 70. So it would be 1 divided by 3. Got it? Okay. You spin the spinner once. What is the probability? Simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or whole number. What is the probability of yellow getting yellow? So 2 out of 5 are yellow. Got it? So that means the probability of getting yellow is 2 over 5. Got it? Okay, on the top right corner we have a test button. Let's just start with the test. Okay, that's the one we did on tutorial. You spin the spinner once. What is the probability, prime or factor of 70? So you have three numbers mentioned on the spinner. They are 4, 5, and 6. So out of 4, 5, 6, the prime number is, which number is prime? 5 is a prime number. Got it? And which number is a factor of 70? Just 5 is the factor of 70. Got it? That means out of the three options, just one, you have just probability, just one number that is prime and the factor of 70. So the probability of getting probability of prime or Factor of 70 is just 1 over 3. Got it? So the probability is 1 over 3. Okay, the next one is you pick a card at random. What is the probability of blue? Simplify your answer and write it as a fraction or whole number. Okay, so you need to count the blue cards. How many blue cards do we have? One, two, three, four, five, six. And the total number of cards are, they are 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, you have the total 11. That means probability of getting blue is 6 out of 11. Got it? You have 6 chances that you got a blue out of the 11 one. Got it? So it is 6 over 11. Got it? Okay, you flip a coin. What is the probability of getting tails? So you have two of the options on the coin, either tail or either head. So the probability of getting either head or either tail is 50%. Got it? So because out of the two, you have just one chance. You will get head or just one for the tail out of the two. So the probability of getting head is 50%. Got it? It is 50. Okay, the next one is you spin the spinner once. What is the probability? Write your answer as a percentage. Okay, the numbers on the spinner are 2, 3, 4, and 5. So which numbers are prime out of 2, 3, 4, 5? The numbers are 2, 3, 4, 5 on the spinner. You need to find the probability of getting prime numbers. So which numbers are prime? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which numbers are prime? 2 is prime, 3 is prime, and 5 is prime. Got it? So you have three of the out of the four, you have three numbers that are prime. Got it? So the probability of getting prime is 3 out of 4. But you have to write the answer in the percentage form. Just divide 3 by 4 and multiply with the 100. So it would be 75%. Got it? That means the probability of getting prime is 75%. Got it? Okay, you roll a six-sided die. What is the probability of getting odd? So the numbers on the die are 1 to 6. 1, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now which numbers are odd? Out of the 6 you have, 3 of them are odd. These three numbers are odd. So the probability of getting odd is 3 out of 6. Got it? And it would be 50%. Got it? So select the correct option and then click on the OK. You pick a marble at random. What is the probability of getting purple? So the total marbles are 4, and out of the 4, 2 of them are purple. Got it? So that means you have 2 over 4, and 2 over 4 equals 50%. Got it? Okay, so the next one is you spin the spinner once. What is the probability of getting yellow? So out of the five portions, two of them are yellow. So the probability of getting yellow is 2 over 5. Got it? Because out of the five, two of them are yellow. So the probability of getting yellow is 2 over 5. Got it? Okay, you picked a marble at random. What is the probability of getting brown? Two of the marbles are brown. That means the probability of getting marble is 2 over 3. Got it? Okay, you pick a card. What is the probability less than 3? So you the numbers on the card are 1, 2 and 3. So which numbers are less than 3? Two numbers, 1 and 2. Got it? So the probability of getting number less than 3 is 2 over 3. Got it? So you can complete the test by yourself later today. I'm just moving on to the next topic. Got it? If you need more help with the topic, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? Okay, the next one is experimental probability. Okay, let's start with examples. Let me read the example. Kelsey's pie shop recently sold 12 pies, of which 4 were blueberry pies. What is the experimental probability that the next pie sold will be a blueberry? Got it? So the probability of getting blueberry is 4. And the total outcomes are 12. The probability for blueberry is the total outcomes are 12. Out of the 12, 4 are blueberry pies. So that means the probability of getting blueberries are 4 over 12. Got it? Just convert it into a lowest form. Divide them by 4. So it would be 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 3 is 12. That means the probability of getting blueberry pie is 1 by 3. Got it? Okay, the next one is Jason has pulled 20 marbles from a large bag and 8 of them are green. What is the experimental probability the next marble selected from the bag will be green? So the total marbles are 20 and out of 8 of them are green. So the probability of getting green is 8 over 20. Got it? Convert the 8 by 20 to the lowest form. So it would be then 2 over 5. Got it? You have to divide them by 4. 4 times 2 is 8 and 4 times 5 is 20. Got it? Okay, on the top right corner, we have a test button. Let's just start with the test. Sasha is watching a baseball game. So far, 2 out of 4 batters have gotten a hit. What is the experimental probability that our next batter will get a hit? 2 over 4. Just convert it into the simplest form. So it would be then 2 over 4. Write the answer in the lowest form. So divide them with the largest number that can divide both numerator and greater and denominator. It would be 2. 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 2 is 4. So it is 1 over 2. Got it? So just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is out of last 12 contestants on a game show, 8 won a prize. What is the probability of the next contestant will win a prize? So out of the 12, 8 won a prize. Got it? So the probability of getting the next win is 8 over 12. Got it? Probability of the next win is 8 out of 12. Got it? So convert the fraction in the lowest form. You have to divide them by 4. So it would be 4 times 2 is 8 and 4 times 3 is 12. So the probability is 2 by 3. Got it? Just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Yesterday, a car rental agency rented 12 vehicles. Out of the three were pickup trucks. What is the experimental probability the first vehicle rented today will be a pickup truck? So the probability of getting pickup truck is 3 over 12. And when you convert it to the lowest form, it would be 1 by 4. Got it? So select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is restaurants often slip takeout menus under Jamal's apartment door. So far, Jamal has collected 20 menus, including 10 of the Japanese food. What is the experimental probability that the next menu slipped under Jamal's door will be from a Japanese restaurant? So the probability of this Japanese restaurant is 10 out of 20. Got it? 10 over 20. And when you convert it into the lowest form, it would be 1 over 2. Got it? So that is 1 by 2. Just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is Shelby scored a goal on 5 out of 20 out of her last 20 shots. What is the experimental probability that Shelby will score a goal on her next shot? So it would be 5 over 20, and the answer in lowest form is 1 over 4. Got it? Okay, the next one is a factory inspector found flaws in 3 out of 18 wooden boxes. What is the experimental probability that the next wooden box will be flawed? So 3 out of 18 equals 1 over 6. Got it? So select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Kelsey's pie shop recently sold 12 pies, of which 4 were blueberry pies. What is the experimental probability that the next pie sold will be a blueberry pie? It is 4 over 12. So the answer in simplest form is it is 1 over 3. Okay, the next one is of the 15 people who have taken their seats at a seminar, 3 have red hair. What is the experimental probability that the next person to take a seat will have red hair? It is 3 over 15 and the probability is 1 over 5. Got it? It is 1 over 5. Okay, the next one is Relay runs a stable that boards 20 horses and 4 of them are bay. What is the experimental probability that the next horse that comes to board will be bay? So it would be 4 over 20, and when you convert it to the simplest form, it would be 1 over 5. Got it? Okay, so you can complete the test by yourself later today. I'm just moving on to the next topic, and the next topic is compound events. Find the number of outcomes. So first we are going to see what are compound events. So let me write down the lesson name. Compound events, find the number of outcomes. Compound events, find the number of outcomes. Okay, let's start with examples. You spin the spinner and pick a marble. How many outcomes are possible? Got it? So you spin a spinner. So you have 4 options on a spinner: S, P, Q, and R, and you have one, two, three, four, 5 options on the marble. Got it? They are purple, white, orange, green, and purple, white, orange, green, and brown, I think. Yes, blue. So the total outcomes you have to find. Let's suppose if the spinner stops as red, S on S, you have the options. You can select the purple, the white, the orange, the green, and the blue. Got it? Now, if it stops on a P, you have the same. You can select purple, white, orange, green, and blue. Got it? Same is the case for Q and same is the case for R. You have the 5 options for each color, each uh, one on the spinner. Got it? So the total outcomes are, so the total outcomes are for 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means for there you have total 20 outcomes. How many possible outcomes are there? So that means for each one you have 20 outcomes. Got it? You have to make a tree diagram, and this way you will know how many outcomes are there. So you have total 20 outcomes. Got it? Okay, let's start with the test. Okay, you roll a die and pick a card. How many outcomes are possible? So on a die we have six numbers. Got it? For each one you have two of the options. Got it? Let's say on the die you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are the numbers on the dice, and the cards are VW. So if you have one on the die, you can either select V or either W. Got it? If it's two, you can either select V or either select W. For 3 again you have the options VW. For 4 again you have the options VW. For 5 again you have the options VW, and for 6 again you have the options VW. So the total outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That means the total outcomes are 12. Got it? So select the correct option and then click on the OK button. This way you can count the total outcomes. Got it? Okay, you pick a card and spin the number. How many outcomes are possible? So how many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. One simplest way you can find the total outcomes for the card are. I'm going to tell you the very simplest way to find the outcomes. The total number of cards are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have six cards, and the options on the spinner are four. Just multiply both the numbers, it would be 6 times 4. That means we have total 24 outcome. That is the easiest way to find the outcomes. Got it? We have 24 outcomes. Also you can make three. If you count them, they are exactly this 24 outcomes. Got it? So just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is you spin the spinner and flip a coin. How many outcomes are possible? So on the spinner you have four options, and on the coin you have two. So the total outcomes are 4 times 2, and that makes 8. Got it? So select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, you pick a card and pick a marble. How many outcomes are possible? So you have three cards and four marbles. So the total outcomes are 3 times 4, and it makes 12. Got it? So the total outcomes are 12. Just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, you spin the spinner and flip a coin. How many outcomes are possible? So the options on the spinner is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you the options for the coin is just 2. So that means the total outcomes are 5 times 2 is 10. That means the total outcomes are 10. Got it? Okay, the next one is you spin the spinner and pick a card. How many outcomes are possible? So the spinner has two choices, and the cards are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So the total outcomes are they are 14 because 2 times 7 is 14. Got it? Okay, the next one is you roll a die and flip a coin. How many outcomes are possible? So the outcomes on the die are 6 and the outcomes on coin are 2. So the total outcomes are 6 times 2. That means you have the total 12 outcomes. Got it? Okay. You spin the spinner and roll a die. How many outcomes are possible? So the on the spinner you have 5 outcomes and on die you have 6. So it makes 5 times 6 makes 30. That means you have total 30 outcomes. Got it? Okay, so you can complete the test by yourself later today. So we have started chapter on grade 9. We have started the chapter probability. We have done with 4 of the topics. They are identify dependent and independent events, theoretical probability, experimental probability, and compound events. For the compound events, find the number of outcomes. Got it? So please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the tests for the topics we did today. Also, if you need more help with the topics, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? So that's all for today. If you find session helpful for you, please click on the like button right below the video. And if please write a review on our Facebook page. The page is A plus students. Please write a review on the live sessions. Got it? That's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye.